Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Two of the new tanks that were available by either winning or buying those engineering boxes are the FV4201 Chieftain prototype and the KV4 kits, I call it. Let's have a look at the Chieftain prototype. The numbers look pretty good. Average penetration, 262 on the standard round, 400 alpha, top speed 40. Dispersion of 0.37, but of course that can be really improved. The gun load time 12 seconds, which is okay. Turret armor 350. On paper it looks good. Has check for weak spots there in the cupola. And gun depression of minus 10 degrees. It looks primo. Let's watch Socks K from the Wave clan. Shout out to you guys. Playing his Chieftain prototype, tier 9. How many of you guys bought those engineering loot boxes? You know, the one thing about those, the reroll mechanic, you buy 5 boxes and then you've got a 100% chance of winning something that's crap. And you got a 2.5 or was it a 2.4% chance of winning a premium tank. Out of those premium tanks, one of the list of what, 12 was this one. So what are the odds of getting it? Little bitty odds, but you could re-roll your boxes. You could spend 250 gold and re-roll, and then if you still don't get it, you could re-roll for another 250 gold. And I didn't know because I didn't re-roll any boxes. Wargaming gave me 60 boxes and I just opened them, and I didn't re-roll them. But apparently after you re-roll twice, it costs you more than 250 gold to re-roll the third or fourth or fifth time. It goes up to 500 gold. So there were some people that bought boxes and they wanted to win this tank in particular, or maybe that KV4. They didn't win it, they re-rolled 250 gold, and they re-rolled 5 times. You could re-roll 5 times with each box. And it was 250, 250, I think 250, 500, 500, something like that. It was a lot of gold per box that you could spend re-rolling. Of course, you wouldn't win it because the odds are so small, unless you're lucky. It's a little bit of RNG in there. So imagine someone that just bought 10 boxes but re-rolls all of them 5 times. That's 50 chances and a shit ton of gold, and maybe they didn't get one. Hey, that's called gambling. And what do you win? How many of you tried it and how many of you won? Did you win? Do you have one? Well, a Socks K from the Wave clan has one. What do you get after all that? Is it worth it? Let's watch a couple of games. I haven't played it yet. Leave some comments in the comment section. Let me know if you guys have got one, what you think of it. Let me know how difficult they are for you to handle on the battlefield. I know some of the other content providers, they got them for free and they played them and they had a video within 45 minutes of them being released, and they're experts. Isn't that funny? Hey, Wargaming releases a tank, and within 45 minutes, there's some experts that release videos on it, and they know everything about it. Exactly. Whatever. What I hear, and the feedback that I've read, is that, well, it's a prototype. It's not a Chieftain. It's not a Chieftain. It's got the attributes of the Chieftain, but it doesn't have the overpoweredness of the Chieftain. It's still a cool looking tank. It's still got a decent armor. It's got a fantastic gun. It's got decent mobility. It kind of looks like a Chieftain, but it's got one thing on it. It's not a Tuma, but it's kind of a Tuma. And the turret is not a bounce all, thank you for giving me a Chieftain, I win now turret. As you can see, he's doing pretty good. He's bounced 1,870 damage. He's done almost 4,000 damage. Oh, he took a big one there. And he's exposing his hull while he does this. He's trying to use his gun depression, but it's just not... You know, you watch a lot of these replays, and you have to be in the perfect position to make your tank invincible. And some smart player... Oh, he bounced a good shot there, and I don't know how he hit that shot. Some really good players know how to use the topography to maneuver their tank so that the enemies only see a little bit of the turret at the top. But if you're not a really good player and you kind of wiggle around, I would do this, right, and poke too far to try and get that shot. Poke too far, especially when you're on a topography like this where the slope is really steep. So when you drive up there, you don't have the gun depression to... It's not gentle enough for you to use your gun depression easily. You poke too far, they shoot your hull. Or if you really suck... Oh, he baited a shot there with his turret. That was smart. You see that? This guy knows what he's doing. Well done. Well, you see what he did there? He went up against the rock. He baited the shot off his turret. Then it was safe. He poked over and shot the guy while he was reloading. That's smart gameplay, what you just saw there. Now, stupid gameplay, which I would do this sometimes, is you get greedy, you want to take that shot, so you... Imagine if this guy turned left a little bit and poked out. That's smart, because he's got his turret covered. But if he turned left a bit and tried to poke out, like I might do, then you get shot in the track wheel. And then, you know, and then you feel like an idiot. Because you're tracked, and then you're fumbling to try and repair your track, and someone else shoots you in the same track wheel right after you repair your track, and then you're stuck there, and then you're a dead Chieftain prototype. So, you know, it's you have to know what you're doing. Oh, how did that shot go in? Wow, this guy's got RNG coming out his ass. He's playing it perfectly here now. A couple of mistakes at the beginning where he showed his hull, but now he's settled in. And I see this a lot too. Even the really good players, they get a little excited at the beginning and they get greedy to get that damage early, and they take some hits because they make some mistakes, and then they go, "Ooh, I've lost my HP. I gotta take it easy and be a little bit more careful." Now the really good players, the superstars, are careful the whole time, and they know exactly what they're doing. And they don't give away their HE with a mistake. Did I say HE? They don't give away their HP with a mistake. Okay, no way that. If that hit, if that shot hit, I would have ended the video. Now he's doing. Oh, poor Muppet shows himself. And how many times did that Yag Tiger bounce on his turret? This turret has held up really well. And now he can. These guys are not playing right on top of his engine deck. Beautiful. This guy's just farming now. Now, you know, on this map, Lakeville. Oh, he took a big... Oh! He's only got 68 HP yet. That time the guy was ready for him. Okay, backwards here. On this particular map, if you spawn on the north side, where the enemy team is, the enemy team spawned there, that ridge line's easier to play. Well, let me go in third person here. You see where these guys are right there? That ridge line there is easier to play and farm these guys. The ridge line from the south spawn is harder. It's like the topography is it's not symmetrical, right? So this guy's using this position, which is harder. He's got the harder position to play from, and he's done 6,000 damage. So he's done a fantastic job, but this is the harder side. And if you have a tank that doesn't have a lot of gun depression, this south spawn is very difficult, very difficult. So if you don't have gun depression, don't come up the valley. Just don't even drive up this way because it's very difficult. Okay, now that guy just fired, so he gets to shoot it back for free. See, this guy is timing the enemy fire as well. He's waiting till the enemy shoot and then poking out while they're reloading. Except that time, when the enemy just lifted his PP and said, okay, I give up. And his team is withering. His team is withering. They're losing 810. They're down almost 3,000 HP, and he's been holding on to this valley basically by himself. His teammates behind him have just been targets. They really haven't done anything. He's done all the damage. He's at 7,400 damage. Can he make this? See now, if there was a camper, he's going to take this shot. Somehow he did it. This guy didn't. If there was a camper back here, look at the minimap. If there was someone back here, he'd be dead. But I guess there isn't. And this guy's blind. And he got him. Where's the Ferdinand? There's a last known position of a Ferdinand there. But the Ferdy ran away. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. There he is. Oh, the Ferdinand. How could you not have killed him, Ferdinand? What are you doing? Yak. Yak 3-2. These are the type of enemies that you want to face. He pokes... I'm thinking to myself, if he pokes over, that Ferdinand's going to kill him and the game's over. If he pokes... What was the Ferdinand doing? And he's still playing. He's not AFK. And that's why this is one of the highest damage games so far in the Chieftain prototype. It's not because it's overpowered. It's not because it breaks the game. It's not because it's like this be-all God-gifted tank that will magically make you win. It's the Muppets on the enemy team. The blind ones, the clueless ones. What? That's just okay. There you go. That's World of Tanks in a nutshell, guys. But hey, nice looking tank though. Nice looking tank. Now I've got one. I didn't have to gamble for it because Wargaming gave me one of these and they gave me one of the KV. I call it the kits, but it's not a kit. But I haven't played them yet. I will. I'll be playing them very shortly here. But I thought we'd feature some skilled players that actually know what they're doing, that can show you how to make it work. This guy, despite the Muppets on the enemy team, we can say, played that ridgeline. The difficult spawn, in my opinion, the south spawn is the more difficult spawn. He played it perfectly. And even there, even playing it perfectly, he lost all his HP. He used his HP to keep the pressure up. Right? He didn't play so passively to not get hit, which means he would never have fired at the enemy. So it was a perfect balance of getting hit but dishing out the damage. And even though he's down to 68 HP, he pumped out 8,848 damage so far. You can't ask for more. You can't ask for more. And they're still losing by 450 HP. So it's not just the Ferdinand who's a Muppet. There are other Muppets. And good job to the Scorpion to pull up there. And I don't know if he did it on purpose, but did you notice that, guys? The Scorpion took the hit. And then he killed this this TD here. Maybe the Scorpion just pressed W and went. Or maybe he thought, I have more HP, I'll go first. Accidentally good team play there, right? Sometimes you accidentally have good teammates. And now he's saying, no cap! No cap kill all! No cap lose all! That T-30 could kill all three of them. The guy's got a high alpha gun. If they go one at a time and wait 15 seconds in between, they could lose. You know, one thing I'm noticing here, guys, he's running food. He's obviously a good player. He's got a good crew, but he does not have view range approaching that white circle. The green circle is still slightly less than the white circle. This guy probably does not have full field modifications. He's not fully upgraded. So well done. He's probably just played this thing just recently, because it's, you know, not so bad, huh? Is he going to get the T-30? Is he going to get the 9 kills? The light tank is looking for him. The T-30 ran away. Boy, this enemy team. And the T-30 ran away. And gets killed by the light tank. Alright, let's look at the post-game stats. Sox K ends up with 8,945 damage, 8 kills, and Yuri, we need to do math. Yuri? 149 minus 17 minus 168. Carry the 3. Hey, he made 34,000 rubles, Yuri. Let's watch Gelio the God from the X4X clan. Shout out to you guys. And why not feature the new map as well? We got to see this Chieftain prototype in probably one of the best positions it can be, hull down in the valley on Lakeville. Okay, so let's watch it now on one of the new maps where it's not obvious where you should go. At least I haven't completely understood this map yet. I know that the middle, it looks like it's probably controls everything. The team that controls the middle here probably controls most of the map, because it's kind of like mines where there's the high ground in the middle. The people that control the middle can shoot everywhere, so he's going to the middle. Why not? Oh, what's that? That's interesting. How did that teammate get there? He's looking at the 1-2-1 being going, huh? Okay, he's hull down and he makes this guy pay. Boom. Did he roll 338? And an Object 260, the top tank on the enemy team, is dead. Just like that. I guess they're giving away these reward tanks to complete Muppets now. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's the complete Muppets are hiring people on the internet to get the tanks for them. Maybe that's what's happening. Topic for another video. Game rigging cheaters. Have a look at some of the videos that I'm making lately. And I swear, guys, there's an influx of the reward tanks now. If you just look at the numbers, Object 279Es, Object 260s, all the reward tanks, hundreds of them now, arriving, driven by people. You get them in the game and they do something like that, and then you check their stats, and you realize there's no way this guy could have earned that tank. But they have stats. I'm not talking about this particular guy, okay? I haven't even checked his stats, but I've checked on some of the games I've played. A platoon of Object 279Es, and there's absolutely no way in hell that those players could have completed the missions for the Object 279Es. You look at their stats, 50,000 games, average W8 of 900. They have one tank, one or two tanks that have a couple of high damage games, but the average damage in that tank, after 700 games, their average damage in a Leopard is 800. But they've got like 5 games of the Leopard that did 9,000 damage. Yeah, okay. But hey, so maybe it's all balance. Is wargaming plan that balances game? You give useless players reward tanks, overpowered reward tanks, and it's balance duty. People will stop complaining about the reward tanks destroying the game because they're going to be driven by Muppets now. So, isn't it? It's weird how things. There's always unintended consequences with things, aren't there? You put a overpowered reward tank in the game, and it's creates a whole a pattern of behavior that's people want them. People start making money boosting. Muppets get them. The reward tanks the stats start going down. People want to cheat. They need a way to not get caught. So luckily, Wargaming introduced the anonymizer in the game, so they could do it anonymously. It's just weird the way everything comes together. You're going to get hit in the side if you do that, but he wants to take this guy out. And yeah, I told you you're going to get in this side, but it's an AMX 1390. Don't worry about it. The E75's upset because the E75 would have had the kill shot on that guy. And oh, he bounced! Guys, he bounced 750 damage. Ooh, that feels good when that happens. Okay, a little rant over. I was just... There's just some weird shit, eh? The way the game progresses in unexpected ways. Unexpected ways. Just a little analysis on one of the unexpected ways, right? Now, Wargaming caters to a few people.
Oh, it's just so upsetting that some people can focus a person that has a high W8 over 3,300. Oh, it would be so nice to play this game anonymously.
And so Wargaming introduces the anonymizer, because some people want to be anonymous. And so what happens? The cheaters are anonymous now. The anonymizer that was introduced for whatever reason, You be the judge. Now when you have those platoons that cheat, they're all anonymized. You don't know who they are. Even if you send a ticket in, Wargaming doesn't know who they are because they're anonymized. You have to actually look up their name. But who has the time to go like try and find their name in the postgate stats? Right click on them, find their name, type the name out, fill in a ticket. You got to put their actual in-game name in, because if you leave it anonymized, Wargaming doesn't know who they are. You send a ticket in with someone who did something who's anonymized, Wargaming doesn't know who they are. Sure they do, Klaus. They know how this game works. No, they don't. They don't know how. They can't find them. They'll just send you an automated reply. How do I know this? Because I've had a situation where someone was reported. Okay, I'll tell you the story, okay? I've never told this to anyone. But there was a Klaus Kellerman imposter, all right, who was trolling people. And this has been stopped now. The accounts have been deleted, and so it's fine that I can tell you. But there was a guy who created a username, Klaus Kellerman, but instead of the letters L, capital L, they used a capital I. Okay? Instead of one of the L's in Kellerman, they used a capital I. A capital I looks like an L. So they looked like Klaus Kellerman when they were playing, and they were trolling people. They were being assholes in games, and they got reported, right? So one day I log on, and I get a message. My account's been, I've been banned. I was banned for a week. I go, what? I haven't played for a month. I'm banned? So I, talked to the Wargaming guys, and they said, oh, yeah, you've been banned. You've been a troll for I go, I haven't even played. Check my account. They realize, oh, you haven't even played. It's not you. Wait a minute. We screwed up. And that's because the person that sent the ticket in just sent a ticket, and in the ticket it says, who's the offender? And they said, Klaus Kellerman, because that's what they saw in the game. And so they banned me. And the guy that actually was the troll, he didn't get banned. Because they don't even know who it is. All right? It's just... And if it's an anonymized name, if you end up in a battle and someone trolls you and you send in a ticket and you just type, who's the offender, and you read the name, and it's Vladimir Kapustin 26, and you write that down, well, Vladimir Kapustin 26 doesn't exist. It's an anonymized name. So Wargaming gets your ticket, they look at it, and they go, Vladimir Kapustin 26? Oh, he's not in the database. They'll send you an automated message. We take your concerns very seriously, and rest assured that action will be taken. Unfortunately, we can't divulge what this action may be due to privacy issues. And so what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. Okay? And even if you put the wrong name in there, they make mistakes. So, long-winded... I'm sorry, we're supposed to be talking about the Chieftain prototype here, and this guy's having a fantastic game. Hey, to God, you're being a god. The point is, if you get trolled, or if you encounter an asshole in the game, if you report them, you have to make sure that you get their username, their actual username, not their anonymized name, or you don't make a mistake. So at the end of the game, or let's just highlight some names here. Just look above my head here. You write. Oh, I can't do it on a replay. That's right. I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do it on a replay. That's why when some of you send me asshole replays, the in-game name may not be the person's name because they're anonymized. Wargaming lets assholes anonymize themselves now. If you're actually in the game, you can right-click the person's name in the post-game stats in the garage afterwards, as if you're going to try and send them a personal message. Okay, like if you right-click their name and say "send personal message," their real username will come up. It may not be the same as the name that was in the game. They may have been anonymized. See? So you have to do that, get their real username, then send in the ticket. Or nothing will happen. Now, you learned something, right? I'm sure that 50-75% of the tickets that people send in do nothing. That's my own personal guess, but everyone's anonymized now, especially trolls. If you're going to be a troll, you're anonymized. Or you're an idiot. Only an idiot troll is not anonymized. Okay, shall we move on? Chieftain prototype. How's it doing? He's doing pretty good. He's got 6,000 damage. He's gonna snipe the. Whoa! No need to aim. Does he have a hole in his hull? Look at that. That looks like it came in on an angle too. I don't know what the actual angle was, but he got penetrated in the hull there. So what do you think? Not about the anonymizer and the trolls and the assholes. What do you think of this tank, guys? Let me know in the comment section. I think the comment section is going to be full of the discussion about the anonymizer and how to report people. But as far as this tank, it's a good tank to add to your collection. It's the people that have it are probably really happy. They got something that's kind of like call it a mini chieftain, right? It's got the British commander. It's enemy vehicle destroyed. And, I think it's an okay tank. It's not broken. It's not completely OP. The gun is mwah. The armor's good, but not overpowered ridiculous, and the DPM is not overpowered ridiculous. I think it's just a really good tank. Which you can gamble for to get. Topic of another video. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you played it, what you think, or if you've played against it, what you think of it. And this guy's aiming. He's protecting his cupola. Did you see that? Bounced off his turret. He put his peepee up and then moved his gun barrel to protect his cupola, which is on the right side. Very smart move. Just aim. Oh, you moved around. You didn't let that settle. You didn't aim that right. Well played, my friend. Well played. He ends up with 8,779 damage, 3 kills. And we won't do the math, okay? We won't do the math. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Stay safe, stay happy. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. And I will catch you on the next one. Now, what was it that I forgot?